Hello everyone and welcome to Smash Com Tourney of Tourneys Alpha League number 6, meaning that as of today there is only 6 tournaments left for Series 1, which means there's only 6 places left for the Grand Championship. So let's see who's going to join the winners today. So we start with Donkey Kong versus Samus. Now, I don't know if you remember this, but last time I said that Donkey Kong was an all-star magnet, and once again he finds himself facing an all-star, and he's never even fought Samus before. But the importance of this fight is that DK, for the Le Mans, obviously the all-star, is ranked 58th, and Samus is ranked 57th. So they're both down there in relegation. Both only have one win. So one of these is going to get a huge chance to jump the ranks. Will it be robots? Or will it be Le Mans? Now, interestingly with the robots, now I didn't mention this last time because I only realised it afterwards, but King Dedede, who won the last Beta League tournament, he fought all 3 of the other robots that were in his team. So he's officially the Robot Slayer. I don't know if that's cheesy, but to me, it's the fucking coolest thing I've ever heard. It's not really that cool, but yeah, King Dedede is the Robot Slayer. You don't want to be in a team with him. Speaking of robots, the first robot is out. That's Samus, who's in a lot of people's dream teams. No, she's in the odd dream team. Donkey Kong gets the win for the Le Mans. So Donkey Kong's down 2 for 5. Well done, Donkey Kong. Now, I know the question that's on everyone's mind here is Dark Pit facing an Obsidian fighter? And if he was, I'd have made a massive drama about it at the start, but he's not. No. He needs to win at least 2 fights, and so does the other person, who would be Kirby, to actually have a chance of facing an Obsidian fighter. So it's very unlikely today, but there's still a lot of time for Dark Pit. Now, we've got Young Link here from the Dogs and another Le Mans fighter with Mr. Game & Watch. Young Link ranked 60th, so really far down, unfortunately. A bit like DK and Samus, so he's going to need a win here. Whereas Mr. Game & Watch for Le Mans is ranked 39th. Both Dream Team fighters here, looking for wins to try and tilt the scales. Also, the Le Mans really need to claw their way down from last place, which seems to be inevitable. But that's going to happen at the moment. But they've had a good start with DK winning. Let's see if Game & Watch can turn it around for them here. So far it's pretty close. But Young Link picks up the assist trophy. But doesn't make a difference. Mr. Game & Watch holds on. Parachutes his way into the ring. That's a great attack there. And there you have it. Young Link turns the tide. Turn things around is what I was going to say. So Mr. Game & Watch, who was ranked in 39th, has now gone down to 53rd, whereas Young Link, where you at, is on 2 for 5. So he's still in relegation, so it's going to take a lot more than that for DK and Young Link to... Dudes v Dudes match here. The dudes have faced each other 5 times. But the most now is the robots, who have faced each other 8 times, thanks to King Dedede slaughtering his own team. Or, as I called him earlier, the Robot Slayer? I can't think what I called it now. I thought it was a really cool name at the time. Now it's gone. So anyway, both these fighters, pretty good. Shulk is 21st and Lucario is 17th. Both, I believe, as well, are pro fighters. They are indeed. pro fighters for the dudes. So this is a great little fight. And we're talking a good boost in ranks, whoever wins this. So far, not much has happened within the first minute. Shulk does seem to have the upper hand. Oh, yeah. He's landed that blaster hit good. And there you go. Shulk done it. It didn't look like it was going to go any other way. So Lucario, 7 for 6. Whereas Shulk is now on 7 for 5. Putting Shulk in 15th. Well done, Shulk. Right, next up, Wii Fit Trainer. Another dudes fighter versus Roy for the Limon. Now, they have fought before, these guys, and Wii Fit Trainer won. But it hasn't made a difference to the rest of her tournaments, as she is ranked 41st and Roy is 34th. Now, when it comes to the dudes, let's have a little bit of a look here. So, Wii Fit Trainers are -2. The dudes have a lot better fighters. Clearly, as Wii Fit Trainer is out. And Roy, that's good for Roy's boys' dream team, is now on 5 for 5. And Wii Fit Trainer is on 3 for 6. So she slips down the ranks into 53rd. Whereas Roy goes up to 29th. And the Limon have another win. Right, next up, Lucas from the Dogs, ranked 40th, versus Rosalina from the Vipers, ranked 38th. So both these guys are very close in the ranks. But again, they fought before and Rosalina was the winner. So does she carry on the Vipers' winning streak of being top of the tournament table? I hope so, because she's in my dream team and she needs to buck her ideas up because she's on 3 for 5. I could use those wins. No one's got attachment to Lucas, but so far he's making light work of Rosalina. He's got a Pokeball, he's got a blue shell, and yeah, even before the blue shell landed, Lucas had won and Rosalina was out. Puts her on 3 for 6. Moving her into the danger zone. And Lucas is on 4 for 5. Putting him in 35th. They don't seem to be climbing the ranks as quickly at the moment, so things are getting tighter. Right, another Dogs fighter with Mario, the All-Star, versus Dr. Mario. If you can remember, the Marios have fought before. And Dr. Mario won. Who's actually doing better at the moment? Again, they're quite close. 27th for Mario and 32nd for Dr. Mario. Now, I believe usually when these two fight, yeah, it's quite a difference. So, the robots have won 11 and the dogs have won 4 times against each other. So, usually the robots do extremely well here. And considering Dr. Mario won before, my money would be on him. But then again, usually when I say that, I don't mean shit. Now there is a final smash in play, but it seems to be lingering under the level. Dr. Mario somehow managed to get that, which could really work to his advantage, as he throws some pills, and Dr. Mario is the winner. I was meant to say Mario's dead. There's too many Marios. That's not good for Roy's boys, but it is good for a lot of other dream teams who have Dr. Mario. So it's 5 for 5 for the Doc. Moving to 27th, taking Mario's place. Right, next up, Greninja versus Lucina, with the Tech's first fighter of the tournament. Now, Greninja's ranked 52nd, so he's doing really badly, whereas Lucina comes second that one time, and that's kind of got her stuck relatively high. So the Le Mans have 2 fighters through with Roy and DK. Lost Mr. Game & Watch and are now hoping that Greninja is their final fighter who gets through. So we've had no Fuels fighters yet either, but you're in for a treat because there's one up next. And it is Olimar. Olimar, who is no longer MVP and has slipped to second with King Dedede winning the last tournament of the Beta League. So Olimar is going to look to win. Oh, Greninja's in trouble here. Greninja's in serious trouble. Greninja's dead. So Greninja 2 for 6. Lucina 6 for 5. Right. So, as I said, Olimar is up, looking to regain first place versus Duck Hunt, who was originally a very bad fighter, but has fortunately had a really good run in the last tournament. I think he got to the semi-finals, and now he's in 37th. So not a fighter to be toyed with, Olimar, who started strong. And not only that, but Olimar will need to do well here. Oh, excuse me, long day. Olimar will need to do well here for the Fuels to stand a chance of catching up with the Vipers. Who was that third team? Was it the Robots? It was the Robots, so Vipers and Fuels are both on 10 and the Robots are on 9, so it's really close. Duck Hunt's not going down without a fight here. Managed to pick up a good little Pokemon. He wants to stay on the right side there. Okay, it's pulled away. Olimar does seem to be doing the bigger hitting. Oh! What an attack by Olimar. He was peppering him with those little Pikmin. Which led to him leading up to Duck Hunt and smashing him off the screen. So Olimar officially takes first place back. Whereas Duck Hunt is on 3 for 6 and goes back to losing ways. Into the relegation for Duck Hunt. Which is terrible for our good friend Rob. Right, another all-star fight here with the Source's first fighter. Pikachu versus Link. Pikachu ranked 31st and Link from the Dudes in 3rd. So Link's really slacked a little bit in the last few tournaments. Can he turn it around here? No, the Wonder Boys will hope so, as they're the only team that have drafted in Link into their Ultimate Dream Team. Come on, Pikachu. Show what the Source are made of. Right, there's a final smash. Out and about, taking a tour. And Link's picked it up. It makes no difference because Link was able to use the Master Sword to kill off Pikachu. So Link is now on 8, moving his way closer to... well, he's still actually got a bit of a way to go. He's three wins off of King Dedede and Olimar, so his rank's really slipped. Pikachu, 4 for 6. Right, another Fuels fighter versus Robots. Obviously, that's quite close at the moment. So, Little Mac for the Fuels and Rob for the Robots. Right, there needs to be some Source fighters getting through today. Like, surely. Come on. Not a good start. Now, as for ranks, Little Mac is just on the outside of All-Star. He's 9th, and Rob is 33rd. Right, Little Mac's picked up a Pokemon. Not sure what it is. It seems to have slowed down Rob. There's a final smash on the level. Is it a real one? No one seems to be going for it, so I'm going to say it's not. Oh no, it is. But it was knocked straight out of Little Mac instantly. Rob's trying to get it, but he keeps hitting the water. Sure, he's got to get it. Right, Rob has officially picked it up, but Little Mac has his KO. So whoever lands this next attack should win, he says. There you go. Rob, I think, has just turned that round. He has. That was a killer final smash, and what a great game for Rob. Really turned that round there. He's on 5 for 5, and Little Mac will be slipping down the ranks, as he's now in 17th, so that was cruel. But good win for Rob. Right, next up we have 2 crystal matches. So first up, in Topaz, we've got Robin versus Palutena. Both 15th for Robin and 16th for Palutena. Now, should mention that Palutena has already got a win in the Topaz League, where she's beaten Lucas. Robin has unfortunately not faced anyone. They are the only 3 from the Alpha League who are actually in the Topaz League as well. I realised I just spoke really fast, so if you didn't understand that, I can't help you. Anyway, Robin got a bullet bill and made light work of Palutena there, which is really bad for the Source and really bad for me, because everyone, the top people around me in the Dream Teams all have Robin. So Robin's on 8 for 5, moving him to 8th, which is All-Star. And Palutena goes down from 16th to 20th. And obviously crystal match wise, that's a first for Robin. And next up in the Opal League we have Ganondorf, strong fighter. Was ranked 8th, but has probably slipped a little bit to 9th. So a win here would be great. Also for the Vipers that would be fantastic, because they face Yoshi from the Fuels. So there's a lot to play for here. Now, as the team ranks stand, the Fuels have gone up to first. They're on 11, with the Robots and the Vipers both on 10. So here is a real good fight. And at the moment, Yoshi seems to be unstoppable. But we know that Ganondorf can lay a few big hits and can turn it around quite easily, as he did win the last Alpha League tournament. So he has his space for the Grand Championship already. And he's caught straight back up with Yoshi as he picks up an assist trophy. It's going to make it difficult for Yoshi to get close to Ganondorf now. It's actually carrying him off the screen. It makes no difference, as Yoshi manages to lay a good hit on Ganondorf. That's a brilliant mid-air attack. If only Captain Falcon could land the same move. Yoshi has picked up his final smash though, which could be a game changer. He doesn't seem to need to use it. He's just falling and falling. He just fell to his death. I'm not sure why. But that's great news for Ganondorf. Yoshi, 3 for 6. Going down to 47th, whereas Ganondorf is 8 for 4. So now he is 7th. And he gets his first crystal win. Where's he at? Ganondorf. So Yoshi's had a crystal fight before against Mr. Game & Watch and lost. So sucks to be Yoshi, who's lost another fight. Anyway, next up we have Villager versus Fox. So once again, my Dream Team fighter versus a Source fighter. So with the Vipers winning that, that's put them top. It's really close with the top 3. I won't spoil any more, and we'll have a look at the archives after the first round is over. But for now, we've got Robin got through and Ganondorf got through. So next up, a Fuels v Vipers, Ganondorf versus Robin in the next round. That's going to be an excellent fight. Both 7th and 8th. Both All-Stars. Only just. So Villagers obviously already won a tournament, and Fox almost got there last time by coming 2nd to Ganondorf. Can he get first place this time? The answer is no. As Fox instantly loses 5 for 6 for Fox. And Villager is on 7 for 4. Moving him to 9th. So there's a real close tie at the top there. And a win for the Vipers, obviously slipped there. So a win for the Source. What we like to see. Needed that. Right, so here we go. Dark Pit. The fighter who edges closer to those +5 wins. Can he face off against Wario? Get a win for the Vipers. And increase his chances of doing better. Now, Dark Pit did climb the ranks last time. He is officially in 5th place. Whereas Wario is in 59th. So this should be a bit of a given. However, anything can happen in Smash. Usually when the Vipers fight against the Dogs... Oh, they've only fought 7 times and the Dogs are actually winning 4 to 3. At the moment, Dark Pit's definitely not fighting his best. And Wario has picked up that little alien thing that could kill Dark Pit if it lands, which it has. So, that's it. Dark Pit is out instantly, which I don't think anyone saw coming. He will not be getting his +5 wins today as he moves down to 7th. And Wario, which is good for Unknown, Mel's dream team, is on 2 for 5, but gets an extra win for her. And a great result for the Dogs, who are at the bottom, near the bottom, should I say. Right, Robots versus Source with Corin, who's ranked 42nd versus Diddy Kong in 53rd. Yeah, so I need another Source fighter through. I've got Villager, that's good. Can Diddy do it as well? Diddy gotta do. Oh, so far he's trying to keep Corin off the edge. But they're both back into the middle. Oh, great attack there from Diddy Kong, who's picked up one of the strongest items. And has just launched it off the side. Because reasons. Right, what are you up to, Diddy? Just keeps throwing a banana about. It's because he's a monkey. Diddy looks like he should be a good fighter, but he's just not. Right, there is a maximum tomato that's just landed. Who is going to pick that up? Diddy Kong looked at it. He's so close to it. Just pick it up! Did he pick it up? He may have picked it up. But Corin's just picked up her final smash, so... Technically... If she uses it, which she has, she's hit Diddy Kong, so... He's not on too much of a percentage, so he could stay alive. Or not. So, the Source lose another fighter. But it is good for the Robots. As Corin gets through on 4 for 5 and Diddy Kong is on 2 for 6. Ugh. Relegation. And last but not least, Pokemon Trainer versus Kirby. 2 tech fighters. 2 Dream Team fighters. So this could be, you know, costly for people or very rewarding for some. As for the tech, it's going to keep them very neutral. I know I'm obviously going to be rooting for Pokemon Trainer, who is 22nd, and Kirby is 13th. So this would have been the Obsidian fighter that Dark Pit could have faced, but Dark Pit is out. Kirby continues to reign supreme. Good hit there from Kirby, but Pokemon Trainer changes over to Charizard and jumps right back on the level. Changing to Charizard to hopefully take some damage from Kirby. Seems to have the upper hand at the moment. There's a spicy curry. Oh no, Pokemon Trainer's changed to Squirtle. Oh yeah, that's a really good attack from Kirby, who's picked up a super scope gun. Ooh, but that's a really good little shell attack there from Squirtle. He's going for the final smash to perhaps compete. He's picked it up. But before he could use it, Kirby used the blaster, and that has won him the game. So Kirby, 8 for 5. Moving up to 9th. It's really close in those all-star ranks now. We'll have a look at that in a second. Before I say that Pokemon Trainer is now on 6 for 6. Neutral, 28th. Anyway, let's hop over to the archives and see how everyone's getting on. Here we are then, guys. So here are the standings at the moment. There's Olimar at the top there, who snuck his way into first place by being on joint points with King Dedede. But Link is obviously still in the tournament. Ganondorf is still in the tournament. Dark Pit is out. Which means, well, it doesn't mean anything, but I do think that there's going to be some new All-Stars entering that top 8 when you've got the likes of Kirby, Villager, and Robin all up there on 3. And to get into that All-Star position, they need 4, so just one more win. That fight between Ganondorf and Robin is going to be excellent because Fuels versus Vipers is going to be intense. Speaking of Vipers, they still have 4 All-Stars up in those top 8. So, wow, if it ended like that, it'd be crazy. So we slide down so we can get a good look at the bottom rank fighters. See a lot of alpha in there. Samus still really close to the bottom. Not good for the 2 dream teams that have her. That's Wah and Team Uberwell. And then I'm going to jump straight over to the Dream Team, actually, because there is some trauma going on. The Wonder Boys have all 4 fighters through. That's Link, Robin, Ganondorf, and Young Link. Which is really mad, considering I only have 1 fighter through. Team Uberwell do have Robin through. But obviously with that tough match against Ganondorf. And the Wonder Boys have Ganondorf and Robin, so that is crazy. But yeah, everyone is still got a few fighters in, I think. So I won't go through it all, but you know who you are. Good luck for the rest of the tournament. Now jumping over to the team rank, which I've just checked before I started filming this, is crazy because the robots for the first time have moved into first place on 11, with the Fuels going down to second on 10, and the Vipers there on 9. So the Vipers must have lost a few fighters to slip that low. Everyone else is in minus figures and doing pretty badly. Apart from Com ToT, they're on 4. But I'm going to slide down here to the robots, because their team's quite interesting when you look at it. You've got there a lot of consistencies, so the only reason that they're losing points is because of Samus, really. But everyone else is around, 0 to 3, or within 1 or 2 of 0. All apart from King Dedede, who's racking in the wins. So they've still got in Dr. Mario, Rob, and Corrin. So the robots are looking really good to crack on doing well. So where did the Vipers go wrong? That's what we want to see. So there's the Vipers. So they've lost Fox, they've lost Rosalina and Dark Pit. So their last hope is Ganondorf to show some sign of holding on for them. So being in third, or from first to third, let's see if they can turn it around in this next round. So I think we can all agree that there's a lot of drama that's happening in those top tiers, especially between A and B. So let's see what happens in these next few rounds. Now, it's easy to talk about all the best fighters, but here we are, bottom of the table. DK, who is now 48th, versus Young Link, who is 54th. So both of these guys, for their teams, the Limon and the Dogs, could really use, something here. Now, I'm going to be rooting for Young Link because he's in my dream team, but everyone kind of secretly wants the Limon to do well. Our good friend Jamie, who come to visit us, joined me on a stream, pulled at our hearts, and made us think, we want the Limon to do well. Maybe. I don't know if that's just me, but maybe. So far, DK's not doing too bad. Young Link is holding on. It does feel like if DK lands that kind of attack, then Young Link is dead, which is really bad for me. So DK, 3 for 5. Turning the tables. And Young Link is going to be even further down on 2 for 6. I should mention there's no crystal matches in this next leg. But we have got DK in for the win. Right, next up, Shulk versus Roy. Dudes versus Limon. Who are on 7 for 7. That's Dudes versus Limon, so this is pretty even. Both of these fighters are pretty good, with Shulk being just that little bit better. Roy's instantly got him against the ropes. And wins in 10 seconds. I've not even got time to do anything. Right. Roy, well done. So, Shulk loses. Losing his 15th slot, and he's now down to 19th. Whereas Roy, 6 for 5. He's in the plus. Moves up to 23rd, which would make him a pro, I think, he says. Good old Roy. Right, Lucas versus Dr. Mario. So, Dr. Mario being in a few dream teams and being in the robots, who, as we've learned, are the top team at the moment. So can Dr. Mario continue that progress? We shall see. As he throws Lucas, wants him out of the way. No one wants the dogs to do well. Dogs need to slip. Let's have a look at the team rank. So Limon are on -12 with the Source. Oh man, the Source are on -11 now. So Limon are almost overtaking the Source. Ah dear. The dogs are running away on -8. Running away, he says. Bad news. Anyway, back to this fight. And Dr. Mario does seem to be the underdog here. But there is a little bomb-on just walking around that could cause some serious damage. Oh, almost hit Lucas. Dr. Mario's turning it around. And he headbutts Lucas out of the way to a lot of people's pleasure. As Lucas is now on 4 for 6. Still quite safe though from relegation. He's in 38th. Whereas Dr. Mario is in the plus along with Roy, and he's on 6 for 5, moving him to 20th. Well done, Dr. Mario. But a win for the robots, moving them ever closer. So Oliver really needs to win here for the Fuels to even stand a chance against the likes of the robots, or even the Vipers for that matter. It's versus Lucina. Now, have these two fought before? Because obviously I don't prep this. So as you guys watch this, I'm going to find out for you. Because I feel like they have. But I could be completely wrong. I am completely wrong. These guys have never fought. So far, well, we've seen there's got a few good attacks in there, but Oliver is still reigning supreme. He uses an assist trophy, and this is not looking good for Lucina, who is almost off the screen. Managed to survive, but for how much longer? As Oliver continues to pepper her with attacks, and there you go. Oliver wins once more. Moving him safely into first on 15 for 3. That is crazy statistics. And wins for the Fuels. Oliver. Absolute crazy fighter. Really is. Right, next up is Link versus Rob. Rob looking to continue the robots' winning streak. Dr. Mario is going to suffer next time as he faces Oliver. But anyway, Rob or Link? Now, I want Link to lose because the Wonder Boys are running away in this tournament now. Can't do with him. Can't do with Callum getting another fighter through. Whereas Rob is going to help Roy's boys if he wins. So, Let's go, Rob. Right, Link picks up the assist trophy. But there is a hammer. Who is going to get it? It looks like Link, which means Link has won. Putting him on 13 for 4. So he's on 9 points now. So he is gaining on King Dedede as he beats Rob, who's on 5 for 6, by the way. Moving him back to 33rd, obviously. Always 33rd. Right, here we go. A great fight coming up with Robin versus Ganondorf. Oh. So that means that the Wonder Boys, if you're watching, Cal, you're going to get a win here and you're going to get a win in the next round because you face Link. So what's the point of trying, eh? What's the point? Team Uberwell, however, need Robin to win this. This is going to be a great fight. That was almost over very quickly due to this shitty ass level. Robin started really strong, dodging all of Ganondorf's big attacks. Going for the assist trophy. Yeah, Robin is in total control here. Ganondorf doesn't know what to do. Robin's just picked up a maximum tomato as well. Put Robin on 0. Good attack there from Ganondorf. They're fighting off screen. This little assist trophy causing some damage. Ganondorf is weak. He's at 90. He's just been hit massively. That's the Shovel Knight, that is, I think. He says. Right, due to all the bricks, Ganondorf lives. Not for long. Oh, not for long. He has survived that. And there's final smashes everywhere. He gets in a big hit. I knew this would be a good fight. I don't even know what final smash is real. I can't even focus. Not that one. And Robin is dead. So Ganondorf, who was against the ropes fully in that round, somehow has turned it around. Which means that Team Uberwell have lost their remaining fighter. Ganondorf moves into 5th. And Robin, wherever you are, slides down the rank. Is now on 14th. Also, that's a crucial win for the Vipers. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. Well done, Ganondorf, who faces Link in the next round. Link v Ganondorf. How cool is that? And on a less cool fight, Wario versus Villager. Villager for the sauce, Wario for the dogs. So the sauce actually really need this. Let's focus on the bottom ranks for a little bit. Obviously not forgetting that Wario's also in Team Unknown. Oh, I don't even want to look at the Dream Team situation. It's too painful. The gap between 1st and 3rd is now 7 points. Craziness. And I've lost all my fighters as well, so Wonder Boys, you're going to just run away with it. And as for the bottom, we'll have a look after this. We'll have a look. Right, there is a Master Ball there. Who's going to get it? Villager's making it difficult for Wario to get it, so he picks it up himself. And it's some lying thing that has just missed Wario, maybe. Oh, no, still going. Oh, Wario's getting weak. So they're near those spikes. Someone's going to get the attack, surely. No, not yet. Oh, that could have been costly for Villager. Come on, Villager. You can do it, buddy. Or not. Big hit there from Wario. Another big hit from Wario. And Villager is holding on. Any other level, he would have been dead. Same as that, though. I don't know. I can't call it. Ooh. Ah. Oh, wait. The amount of times that something happens, I don't have time to celebrate. Villager, another winner of the Alpha League, has somehow won. I'm not sure how he won. That all was a bit of a blur. I just love it when that happens. But Villager's now in 7th on 8 for 4. So Villager's a great little fighter. Well done, Villager. Doing it for the sauce, as no one else is. Next up, Corin versus Kirby. We'll have a look at the archives in a minute and see who is actually doing it for the sauce.
3, 2, 1, go!
Anyway, Kirby versus Corin in this huge level that brings a lot of drama. Kirby is obviously the differential in the Ultimate Dream Team, as he's in When Life Gives You Lemons. So we know that Jamie's going to be rooting for Kirby. And I think I am as well, because the robots are doing extremely well and could do with losing a few fighters. Oh, they lost Rob. They've still got Dr. Mario in. So we've got the likes of Ganondorf through. We've got the likes of Link. All of these people who have won tournaments and done well. Villager, Olimar, obviously. You know, is this game as random as it feels, where you've got these fighters who consistently do good? Kirby is getting battered a little bit here, but he's going for the final smash to give him a bit of hope. He's picked it up. He's decided not to use it yet. Has that worked? It has worked. Is that game over for Corin? No, not at all. She barely even moved. Kirby's going for the attack now. He's picked up a Snorlax, which if Corin doesn't move... No, she's moved. She's good. Kirby gets another assist trophy. Shovel Knight, who caused some absolute grief last time. Corin is being thrown about. Somehow she lives. I like Shovel Knight. He looks cool. Kirby turns it around and Kirby wins. Again, Kirby, another good fighter. Lots of good fighters in the ranks now. Kirby is in 7th. And that damages the robot's lead. Which, what a perfect time to turn to it. Let's go. So this is turning out to be quite the Alpha League. So looking at those top 8, 5 of those fighters are still in the tournament. And interestingly enough, so we start on the left side. Whoa. Right, if you guys are looking, this is the left side. We've got DK versus Roy. So that's a Lemon versus Lemon match, which is really great because Lemon have not won a tournament yet. So they could really use a fighter in the final. After that, you've got Dr. Mario and Olimar. Olimar obviously being ranked number 1. And then after that, it just goes crazy. So on the right side, just my left hand, you've got Link versus Ganon. You can see them both in the top there. Link in 3rd, Ganondorf in 5th. And then Villager versus Kirby, 7th versus 8th. So there is crazy fights about to happen. Like, hold on to your seatbelt. Don't go anywhere. This is going to be good. Not like right now, though, because I've got a few other things to say. So, looking at the team rank, crazy news. The Vipers, the Fuels, and the Robots are all on 10. So, they are joint top. The Robots have Dr. Mario left. The Vipers have Ganondorf. And that's it. And the Fuels have Olimar. So, there is... This is too crazy. There is a lot of stuff going on. All I know is that there's no dogs left. And the dogs are on -10 with the sauce. And the Lemon are just behind them. So, with the dogs having no fighters, is this time for them to go bottom and for the sauce and Lemon to get a bit of a gap? Now, as we did focus on the top fighters last time, we'll have a look... Top teams, sorry. We'll have a look at the lower teams. So, firstly, the sauce, who Villager is on +4 and is their best fighter by far. We've got Palutena doing the work. Pac-Man in the Beta League is not too bad, but with the likes of Falcon, Marth, Diddy Kong, they're just killing points. You can see their DUC's worth has gone down by 58, which is probably one of the worst. Yeah, it's even worse than the Lemon, who their top fighter is, oh god, it's worse than I thought. Roy and Ike are both on +1, but everyone else is in minus. So, can DK turn that around by beating Roy, or can Roy carry on being the good omen that they have? And then the dogs. Finally, the dogs. who have got Mega Man and Bowser in the Beta League, who are putting in... Oh, sorry, move that on there. Who are putting in an absolute blinding shift, but their alpha team is total shit. So they're all in minus figures, and shockingly, they're all out. So, sucks to be you, dogs. I didn't look at the crystal fights last time, but probably should just have a quick look there. Ganondorf beating Yoshi, and that was Topaz, wasn't it? And Robin beating Palutena. So apart from that, there's still no crystal matches in the next round. But we'll finally look at the Dream Team, which is the most painful for me because the Wonder Boys are running away with it. Bound to get another win in this next fight. That will put them 5 in the lead. But if we're looking at the bottom, Unknown, you have no more fighters left. When life gives you lemons, you've got 2 fighters with Kirby and Dr. Mario, and you're only 2 points away from 3rd, so you could move into that bronze medal position. And then you've got Wah and Roy's Boys, who still have Roy's Boys, you've got Roy, and Wah, you've got Dr. Mario. So you've got a chance to sort of distance yourself from Unknown, and Roy's Boys, you could get away from 7th. So, like I said, guys, strap yourselves in. That was a seatbelt. Let's go. So, are you guys ready for the ultimate showdown between DK and Roy? Nah, obviously, that's not going to be the showdown. This is quite interesting as well, because the Le Mans have not fought each other yet. Now, the reason for this is probably because these teams face each other when they get, like, to the semi-finals and the finals. But the Le Mans have not fought each other. Now, it seems to have worked against them because everyone else is doing pretty well. So, you know, that's helped somewhat. When you think of the robots last time in King Dedede slaughtering or slaying the rest, then that benefited them somehow. So, for the first Le Mans fight, and DK, who once we looked at and thought he's just not putting in the work, is through to the semi-finals. He's now on 4 for 5. Look how his tournament has turned around. And Roy, well, Roy slipped to 6 for 6, but he's still a great fighter. Sorry, Roy. However, DK is through. So next up, Robots versus Fuels, with the last Robots and Fuels fighters left in the tournament. So this fight is key. I don't even know who's going to win this. I really don't. I mean, Oliver is obviously favourite, but, you know, the Robots really gunning for that first position. So how's that affected it? Everyone was on 10, right? Oh yeah, that was Le Mans. No one's been affected. So obviously one team will lose a point here and be on 9, and the other will gain one and be on 11. Leaving the Vipers in the middle. Now, Olimar he's won it. This is absolutely crazy that Olimar has got this far again. He's on 16 for 3. He is literally on 13. He's 2 points clear of King Dedede. He is unreal. Olimar, you crazy dog. He's in 6 for 6 now. And here we have absolute beast of a fight. Rivals in the gaming world. Link for the dudes, All-Star versus Ganondorf, most likely an All-Star at the moment for the Vipers. On a terrible, shitty level. God damn it. Oh no. 12 seconds and Ganondorf has slaughtered Link with the dudes who are on minus figures now, so they're not even part of the equation. Whereas the Vipers are. So them and the Fuels now will be tied. And Ganondorf is on 10 for 4, moving him into 5th place. And Link is on 13 for 5. Oh wow, that is just craziness. So Ganondorf, who won last time, is through. Now, can Villager, who won the time before that, maybe, he says, beat Kirby? Oh, man. With the Sauce's last fighter. Come on. Let's have a Sauce and Limon finale, shall we? One can only dream. Who will go through to face the Vipers? So looking at the team rank, like I said I would. Yep, so Vipers and Fuels both on 11 and the Robots on 9. So the Robots didn't rank first for very long. How's DK going to face off against Olimar? That is going to be a tough fight. But we're going to be rooting for DK to the end. Come on, Villager. Kirby managed to miss that blast there. The Villager is really taken into town. Oh, Kirby has picked up that minimizer. That's going to really affect him as Villager landed a great attack, but Kirby lives and Kirby grows. Villager just keeps firing that rocket. Last time he did that, he ended up winning the tournament. Oh, he's picked up a new type of rocket. The Super Scope, the one that Kirby won with in one of the previous rounds. It's coming back to bite him in the arse. And he is out. Kirby loses. Which, when life gives you lemons, you've lost both your fighters. I'm sorry, pal. Kirby goes down to 10th, and Villager moves forward to face Ganondorf in the next round. That is going to be madness. Absolutely madness. If Villager and DK did face each other in the final, that would be a crystal match. BT dubs, which would be epic. Right, Olimar versus DK. Let's go, DK. Come on. Oh, this is intense. I've gone cold. Come on, DK. This is quite the ask. Do it for the lemon. Okay, so far so good. I think these guys have fought before. I think when Jamie was here they fought. But I'm pretty certain that Olimar would have won, so I'm not even going to check. Okay, DK is fighting well. I'm glad he's got rid of that Fire Flower, because that gets rid of his big main attack. Again, Olimar is just crazy good. Come on, DK. Right, DK's back on land. No, stop going there. It's too dangerous. Come on, DK. Both these fighters. Oh, that's a good attack. That's a really good attack. There's a final smash. DK's got it. This has got to be it. Land it, DK. Do it. Do it for the lemon. I don't know what's going on. Oh, that's good. It's not good. Olimar is still holding on. Use your final smash, DK, or you will die. Oh, that is so cruel. So cruel. I could actually cry right now. I'm not going to lie, I was going to go crazy. Oh no, I was going to go crazy. I cannot believe it. Olimar reaches another final. So even if he doesn't win, he goes into the qualifiers. And I'm just 17 for 3 for Olimar. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Right, DK, you had a fantastic tournament. It's a shame the Lemon couldn't quite get that win, but when you're facing the likes of Olimar, what do you fucking expect? Wow. Oh, man. I'm in shock. He is such a force to be reckoned with, and this could be a huge final. I mean, both of these fighters have won an Alpha League, so fair play to these guys as well, but to soon face off against Olimar, what a privilege. He'll be looking for his 3rd win, as these guys are only looking for their 2nd only, he says. Let's see if you can do it. Come on, villager. Do it for the sauce. Ooh, that's a pretty grim attack. Ganondorf always looks at any point that he can just destroy. But villagers picked up a Ditto, which means there's 2 villagers. Which, if they both shoot those rockets, could be deadly for Ganondorf. He looks huge, by the way, next to villager. Oh, he picked up a mushroom. That would be why. That was a good time to cause some chaos. But villager is in the driving seat here. Pick up that Pokeball. Do it. Oh, that Pokemon can be really effective. I think it's an Alolan Raichu. Oh, it's come back. Come on, land. Ah, did not do enough. There's a Bullet Bill. That has got to be the game-changing item. Villagers picked it up. Villager beats Ganondorf. That is a killer game. Ganondorf, 10 for 5, moves him to 6th place. And Villager, well, my man, is on 10 for 4, which means he is now 5th. So that was between 5th and 6th, which is just crazy. However, this is the one. Villager, I would say the underdog Villager. Let's write those notes. Versus Olimar. Here we go. Not the biggest gun, so you've got the likes of DK and Ganondorf. That would have been a real Titan match. This is more of a friendly Titan match, because really, it doesn't matter how big you are. When you've got stats like Olimar, nothing matters. Come on, Villager. Challenge of a lifetime here. I can't believe it. He needs to be stopped. He needs to be put down. He is the craziest fighter out there. Villager's picked up that blaster. It's doing minor damage. By picking that up, he sacrifices his main move. So just get rid of it. Oh, he's picking up loads of health. Well done. Okay, Oliver's picked up a blue shell, which shouldn't kill Villager, but it'll unfairly do some damage. Oh, not! It's missed! Villager is on fire. The unthinkable has happened. Villager has just got his 2nd gold as he faces Olimar in the final. This is crazy. It's like I said, this is random. This is all random, but these fighters keep getting to these positions. That is not random. However, Villager, 11 for 4, moves to 4th place and becomes the Source's obvious top fighter, whereas Olimar loses. Which, to be fair, doesn't mean shit, because Olimar is still ranked number 1. But we're going to take a look in a minute at how that does for the scores. I'm going to quickly check that I've listed everything. Yep, I've not missed a fight. That's good. And yeah, it's time for Villager's 2nd award ceremony. My boy, I'm going to get a Villager t-shirt, like with his face, not just a red t-shirt. So it needs to have number 1. Well done, Villager. Come on, against Olimar. Who saw that coming? Like, wow, what a final. Can't wait to go through the archives with you guys. Yeah, let's hop straight over there. Let's do it. Firstly, guys, thanks for stopping by and watching this all the way through. This has been one of my favourite tournaments. It was completely epic. Loads of cool stuff happened, and we had a Source winner. Yeah, let's do it. So let's have a look at these rankings. So, despite Olimar's loss, he's still up there on 13 with 17 wins and 4 losses. That is just absolutely crazy statistics. Anyway, Link did well to hold his own there. He's had a few rough tournaments, so to remain in 3rd is good. But then moving on into 4th is Villager, my boy, on 7. He's 11 for 4, putting the Source in a respectable place. on top of the other 4 Vipers who are still up there. Ganondorf, still strong. Dark Pit is somehow still there despite having a terrible tournament, but it'll probably be nudged out by the end of the next Beta League. But that was just cracking stuff, wasn't it? Let's have a little scroll down. So, as we saw earlier, the bottom's not really changed. No, why are we even looking at bottom? We looked at that earlier, so sucks to be Samus. So, looking at the team rank, the Fuels have made the robots stay pretty irrelevant. They were doing so well, but the Fuels are now first again, and the Vipers are second. Robots move down to third. The Gum Tech are unmoved in 4th, along with the Dudes. They kind of look like they're going to stay there, but anything can happen. The Source somehow won 2 tournaments now, still on -7, which shows how bad their roster is, but that's awesome to see, because at one point we were looking like we were going to be last. The Dogs slipped a little bit there, with not having any fighters in those last few fights, and the Le Mans have moved up a little bit, but still seems quite far down for them, but who knows. It's good to see DK doing well at least. Right, quick look at the Dream Team situation, and despite the fact there was a few good wins in there, everything's unmoved except for the fact that the Wonder Boys have widened the gap by 5 wins. That is unbelievable, and what a tournament you guys have had. Well done. Would have been worse if Ganondorf had won in the end, but we'll stick with how that looks for now. So we should look at the profiles, because there's Villager with his 2 golds, making sure that he has 2 places in the Grand Championship. We could be looking at the Grand Champion. However, I'm going to do a quick control find. I'm going to type, oh look, the last person I looked up was Olimar. There he is. So, Olimar, 2 golds and a silver. So he already had 2 spots, and now he's moved in to the qualifying rounds as well, which, judging by the way he's going, looks like it'll be a 3rd entry into the Grand Championship, which is mind-blowing. So, Olimar, clearly a top fighter. People's eyes looking at him for the next Ultimate Dream Team. Do you pick this absolute titan? This tiny titan? But yeah, bit exhausted after that one, to be honest. That was so good. So happy Villager got the win. Was able to stop Olimar in his tracks. Olimar robbing the likes of DK, who put in such a good fight and just couldn't quite end it. But there you go. Always unpredictable, these tournaments. Well, unless you put money on Olimar to win, it's quite predictable. But yeah, onwards and upwards. We have 5 tournaments left, so only 2 Alpha League tournaments, which is automatic qualification. So we'll see you in the next few weeks when that will come to a conclusion. But next up, we have the Beta League tournament. Speaking of, I don't know why I said speaking of. I was going to say about Dark Pit. I was going to say in the next Alpha League tournament, will we see Dark Pit take his chance to get that Obsidian League and put himself up in the ranks of Olimar and King Dedede? We'll just have to wait and see. But until next time, thank you again so much. I'm on a proper high right now. Boom! So, take care guys. See you next time. Thanks again.